Azimio la Umoja bow to the pressure, or is UDA finally falling into Raila Odinga's trap? I am speaking about this in the context of the latest statements that has come from Murkomen and Arun Cheriot, the Kericho senator. Remember yesterday on Friday, James Orengo, Arati, the Kisii governor, Otuoma, Bungoma, Busia, Ochilo Yako from Migori, and Gladys Wanga from Homa Bay attended the Kisii rallies, and today they were also in Kisumu, and they attended those rallies. Now, those rallies are themed on rejecting UDA government as far as what Raila is saying. But then seems to be very uncomfortable on the UDA wing. Today, while speaking in an event in Kericho, Murkomen told the senators, or rather the leaders that are on the Raila Odinga wing, that they should not try, never again should they step into government offices to lobby for development for their people, while at the same time they are discrediting Ruto's government. But I think there is already a well laid down constitutional provisions on how the counties are supposed or will be working with the national government. And what I'm also trying to think about here is Murkomen met recently with my governor Orengo, and I understand some of them were follow-ups of projects that William Ruto promised when he visited the region. I'm one person that do not really embrace the said narrative of the beautification of this thing of Ruto or other government donating developments as if they're just some pocket change, as if they are carrying them in their pockets and they're supposed to be donated, because if anything, all of us are paying taxes anyway. Now, I wanted to listen to these clips from Orengo, from Murkomen and Cheriot.
Ona watu kwa mkutano pale wanatangaza hadharani kwamba hawakutambui wewe kama deputy president na watambui William Ruto kama rais. Lakini ni watu wanafiki. Sababu weekend hawatambui serikali, lakini Monday mpaka Thursday wako kwa maofisi ya ma-PS na ma-ministers wakisema nataka barabara, nataka hospitali, nataka maji. Si nataka tupitishe kutoka hapa Kericho siku ya leo. Kama wewe unaenda kwa hiyo mikutano ya Raila ya maandamano, basi pia usionekane kwa ofisi ya ma-PS na ma-minister wake. Sababu kama utambui rais, kuna haja ya kutambua ministers wake. Kama utambui rais, wewe enda kwa ofisi ya Raila akupatie barabara, basi tuone atatoa wapi. Sio ni kweli? Sababu watu wa Kericho sisi tunangojea barabara, maji, na unajua tulipiga kura. Na vile tumeambiwa rais, nyumba iko na mambo kidogo. Wewe anzia sisi wale ambao hakuna maandamano.
Tuwashikane mkono, tufanye rally, tufanye vitu vingine. We have the onerous task of making sure that we sort out all these roads across the country. I have told my colleagues who are in parliament and the ones who are in governors from all parts of the country, from Nyanza to Mombasa, we will sit down with everybody to solve that problem. But there is no way you can announce to the country useme ati I don't recognize Rigiji na William Ruto, lakini unakuja ofisi ya waziri mwenye mtu mdogo alichakuliwa kufanya hiyo kazi useme kuja tufanye 1 2 3. We want to sit down, all of us as leaders across the country, across the political divide, to solve the problem of this country. This is not the time of barabara na maandamano na nini. It's a time to sort the problems that were bedeviled this country, that were left behind by the people who left us with a very difficult task. And we want to tell them, come, let us reason together. This is not a time to make noise.
I want us to look at this issue very keen. So what exactly is going on, or what is the difference? What is the issue of this change in tune? In fact, from what I can see here, I think the state, or rather UT, has realized that they don't have enough money. They've been crying they don't have enough money. So they cannot do all those promises that have been promised around. And so they want to find a criteria of selecting which projects to be given priority. You listen to the senator saying, "Anza na sisi kwa sababu sisi to protest." There is nothing there is no difference between what Cheriot is saying and what the DP has been saying. Maybe money is not there, it's less, and we want to leave out other regions. So what I even wonder here is that you have picked 9 ODM MPs and have now told them that you're going to give development to the regions because they work with government. Where will you cut the line? Siaya County, where Orengo comes from, is where the game a member of parliament comes from. If you go to Homa Bay, some of those MPs that come from Homa Bay, the governor comes from that place. So are they going now to benefit? And from when did it really, is this development issue, is it a favor? Because all of us are paying taxes. So why is it that, when people are opposing, and you say there was no problem in those rallies. Now, this is a strategy to suppress the rally because they're supposed to go to Mombasa and other regions. Will those governors attend those rallies? Because they've already been told that wewe, kama mnaenda hizo rallies, then we're not going to do development in the region. It's because the UD are feeling a bit uncomfortable with what is happening in those rallies, even though we understand that they've been making it very clear that they are unmoved by those rallies. So if those governors are not going to attend, and in fact, it has started with, we are not going to bring development. I can tell you that any other governor from the other region who might attend, they will find something to pull on your name. Anything. They will find something around to pull on your name. But we have skilled resources and we're just trying to defend. Okay, fine. We may be talking about development. How about appointments? The regions have been left out. It's not. So will it be different? Without these rallies, will there be a difference? It's really something that you can ask yourself a couple of questions. And this is what is puzzling. All Kenyans are paying taxes. So in terms of service delivery, just the same way when you launched Hustler Fund, you are targeting all. The service delivery is supposed to be universal because all of us are paying taxes. So someone should not make it look like it's a favor for some regions to get the projects. And if anything, all of us, it should be equal. Or how will you explain that taxes paid by people from Siaya are being used to do other things? And even there are people from Siaya who stay in this Nairobi. There are people from Homa Bay who stay in this Nairobi and pay taxes here. So the national government collects taxes on behalf of the people, and all of us are collecting it. So I think we are treading a very dangerous route when you say that now we don't need to. There is a freedom of association. You asked for opposition, and now that is part of what opposition is. If I'm not wrong, maybe I'm wrong on this. Even in parliament, there are those who are opposing government. Even in parliament. And will you go up that route? In the last year's general election, not all supported William Ruto. That's the truth. There is a number that supported Raila Odinga. Now, that is the fraction, or that is the percentage that is in the street with attending those rallies. So even if these governors are not going to attend, does it change the fact that the rallies are going on? The people are attending. Yes, you can gag the governors from attending by creating these firewalls. But will you gag or will you stop the population or the Kenyans from attending? It's you may have to juggle yourself around it and just ask yourself something. This is the danger. When we take the antagonistic narratives, then UDA will actually force a secession narrative. I can tell you, if you successfully go and tell the people that because your governor is attending the Raila rallies that are saying William Ruto's government is illegitimate, then we are not going to give developments. You are simply also saying that it's because of that state appointments are skewed. But then, How will you respond to those who will tell you that because we are also paying taxes, but we can't benefit because our leaders are opposing the government, then we should not pay? And I can tell you that Murkomen has not been attending events. In fact, even some of these rallies, Murkomen has been absentee. So the fact that you saw him there attending it and the two leaders making that statement, that tells you that it's not something to be taken lightly. How are you going to answer those who also believe that we are part of this government, we are collecting taxes, but it's not benefiting us? How are we going to answer that question? And secondly, this is what should be done. If UDA and Ruto knows very well that what he promised Nyanza cannot be delivered, then don't cover yourself. Wacha kupiga kona kona na hizi rallies. We've all agreed that you want to work with all leaders. The rallies are on weekends. From Monday to Friday, people are working, plus you. Plus even the state officials are working. So there is no problem because we've all agreed that the rallies have not stopped state from working or other government from working. So as much as we want to demonize, but you yourself, you went and promised it. You've taken 9 MPs who you believe you want to work with from the same region. You've given a CS, and then these people that are masquerading around the world for development, kama mnasema because it's not then, Raila is the leader of that team. So Raila is the leader of that opposition wing. So do you want to say that it's targeting only Nyanza? It's a question you need to answer here, because all of us are paying taxes. That's the truth. Kila mtu analipa. Yeah, it's being collected in everyone. So when you want to say you don't pay, I don't know. It's a narrative that for me, it's flat.